And hello and welcome to Los Altos High School. We're going to bring you some De Anza League softball action between the Fighting Eagles of Los Altos and the Trojans of Milpitas. Good evening, I am CJ Rulo and I will be taking you through today's game. For Los Altos, on the hill will be Cassie Chu, battery mate Francisca Dera, and leading off for Milpitas will be Ashley Nash, the center fielder. And Nash takes the first pitch for a strike. Nash, a junior. Milpitas 6-1 overall, 2-1 in league, coached by Deanna Querubin. Assisted by Chad Carriero. Up face. Yeah, second pitch is down low from Chu. We're going to look at the standings right now. Mountain View first place 3-0 in the game today against Homestead. Los Gatos in second, Milpitas right behind them, same record of 2-1. Of course, Milpitas playing right now against Los Altos, and then right behind Los Altos, Homestead, Santa Clara, and Wilcox. Nash grounds one, back to the pitcher. Easy put out at one for the 1-3 for the first out of the game. So now Tayani Lopa, left fielder, starting out with two outfielders to start. That's it's traditional. Hit your speedsters on early and go from there. First pitch from Cho is upstairs. Ball one. Cho, last time that we filmed, they played Mountain View, gave up 4 runs in the first inning en route to a 11-1 Mountain View win. That ball's fouled off to the right. Lupa just under and a little late. A very, very old roster for the Trojans. One sophomore, Samantha Rodriguez, on the entire team. Everyone else is either a junior or a senior. Should make next year kind of interesting. 1-1 pitch from Cho's in the dirt, so 2-1. Anyway, about Cho, I mean, last time it was just ugly. I mean, once you got through the first inning, it settled down and there wasn't that much scoring. A swing and a miss right there from Lope on a high fastball. And once you got through the first inning, it settled down a lot, but Los Altos just didn't have the offense for the entire day, and Mountain View just added a couple late, ended that real easy. That pitch fouled straight back and off the wood planking. Well, the way this field is built, you've got housing off to the right. Basically, you've got 2 giant cement bunkers for dugouts, and then behind those you got the stands, and then a little behind that you've got housing on the right side. On the left side you've got the school buildings. Batting cage out in deep right field. 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled up and way out of play. And a nice catch by a fan. Too bad we don't have that on camera. Any other baseball stadium in the world, he's on camera right now for 5 seconds, possibly more. It depends. Joe gets the sign. 2-2 pitch incoming. A little away, ball 3. So Lopez worked the count full. And should expect something good. 3-2 pitch incoming, and that is upstairs, ball 4. So first base runner of the day for the Trojans. And now Liberty Walker, their pitcher, will be batting. Liberty, one of the seniors on this team. Slightly open stance. First pitch, Cho. And that's off the inside of the bat. Only will be at 1, so fielder's choice. We'll move Lopo on to second, and with 2 outs, it's going to be Jada Hudson. Hudson, the third baseman, very tall, very open stance. And first pitch to her is down low. Second pitch is nice off-speed pitch right there. This was away, so 2-0 pitch, Hudson up. And if you're Billy Bean of the Oakland A's, you're definitely going hitter's count right now. Though it is proven statistically that 2-0 counts are way better for hitters than 0-2. It's a fastball, and that's fouled off into the redwood trees behind us. You know, Los Altos is one of the more interesting fields I've been to. For Mountain View, you know, their sister school, I'm going to put that in quotes, who's currently 3-0 on top of the league. It's basically a giant sandbox. And Los Altos, it's a little more picturesque. I mean, you've only got the tennis courts behind. And pitch in the dirt. So 3-1. You might just pitch around her to get to Serena Hutt and catch her. You got to force anywhere at that point. Well, we'll see what Coach Herrera does. Fastball away. It's going to be taken, second out of the inning. Sorry, and that's the end of the first inning. My bad. So end of one half. Milpitas nothing. Los Altos coming up. Bottom of the first inning here from Los Altos. Tessa Mayo will be leading off for the Eagles. Liberty Walker pitching for Milpitas. Battery mate Serena Hutt. Rodriguez, Morales, Hudson, and Nash around the infield. And the outfield, Lopa, Nash, and Helm. So Walker doing first pitch inside to Mayer. That's a man. Back of the box. Second pitch. Wow, that's off the neck of the bat. And Walker going inside early and just really jamming. I apologize for the poor quality of the sound. The wind is really picking up here. Very open field, even with the buildings. There's a soccer pitch right behind us. Baseball field behind that. Lacrosse game actually going on right now behind us between Burlingame and Los Altos. So hope the Eagles do well. But we're focusing on softball today. Can you say softball, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, you can. Good job. One pitch incoming to man. Inside. Call the ball. Los Altos wearing the traditional home attire. Blue jerseys, gray sleeves. Gray number, white outline, white pants, blue socks. And Mahan hits a nice single into left field. First base runner of the day for the Eagles. And Francesca Baker to bat now for the Eagles. Eagles having a bit of a rough time, 4-7 overall, 1-1 in league. League loss coming to Mountain View. This first pitch is very high. And we'll be honest, as a 5'9" right-handed pitcher myself for baseball, I definitely know what the plight of being short is, but when you're hitting, man, it is great. You shrink that strike zone immediately. Second pitch also up top. I'll say this much, Milpitas fans travel very well. I had a friend who played for the Milpitas football team and baseball team, Jabari Parker. Don't know when he comes. Third ball's in low, backdoor throw. And just getting back in time is Mahan. So 3-0. And Baker's going to have the automatic takes on that. That is an automatic, whether you're in baseball or softball. 3-0 pitch is way up top, ball 4. So Walker missing up early. And now it's up to the designated player, Shelby White. And I'm going to be honest, White is tall even for just high school sports, period. Man, she is really tall, I'm going to be honest. Second tallest girl I've seen from Los Altos. First pitch is ripped way foul and into the backyard of somebody. Let me be honest, if you're a softball player living near here, you've got an abundance of free baseballs coming in after every home game. If you're a Los Altos player. If not, well, you get an abundance of free baseballs, free softballs, period. My apologies. I'm still in baseball mode. Today's opening day, if you haven't noticed, ladies and gentlemen. Second pitch. Wow, that was nasty off speed. Nice change up from Walker. White way in front. I would not be surprised if Walker doubles down on that pitch. And the fastball just outside. Maybe a little bit low. So 1-2. For White, the three-hitter, and the designated player. And another changeup. That's going to be shot foul. Left White up very in front of that. And the plate umpire asking for some baseball, softballs. My apologies. I'm really in baseball mode today. I am very much in baseball mode. Walker 1-2 pitch deals, and that's fouled off and coming right back. So White's making Walker work for it. No one can deny that. Fifth pitch of the at-bat after 2 quick strikes. Again, 1-2. Line drive straight through the gap. Mahan coming in, first run of the game for the Eagles. It's an RBI double for Shelby White. Los Altos leads 1-0. So now Stefania Bileu will be batting for the Eagles. Still no outs. Second and third, it's golden opportunity to put up a nice spot on that scoreboard and make a dent, because league play is where it matters. I don't care what anyone says about out of league. Once you get in league, that's where it really matters. First pitch, whoa, up and in. Bill, you having a duck out of the way. I don't have a radar gun, but I'm going to be honest and say when I've had to catch softball, and yeah, it comes in pretty hard. Second, first. That's going to be an easy out. So 4-3. Baker had to hold. A little bit of a jam start, now lay low. We'll bat with 1 out. And the last one you saw was a little bit of an in-betweener where Baker had to hold to make sure it got past the pitcher's mound. First pitch, Walker is up top. And Walker has not been missing down with the pitches. You miss down, it's fine, but it's when you miss up early, you really can get into trouble. Second pitch is a called strike, and that's up about the top of the zone. So it's fine when you can actually get in the strike zone, but if you miss up early, you're going to have to come back down to the zone, or you're going to have a giant walk fest. And we saw that last time Los Altos played when they played the Spartans. 1-1 pitch inside and low for ball 2. I'm noticing this more and more in softball. Everyone bats with a slightly open stance. I don't know if that's because of the slap hitting or what. That too. Wow, Lowe was really out in front of that in a backdoor attempt by Hutt. Baker got in, so it's 2-2 with 1 out. Corners playing in, middle playing slightly back, and well out in front, but manages to fight that off. 2-2 pitch. And swung on and missed. So 2 outs now. For the pitcher, Cassie Cho. Cho did excellent after the walk to Lopa, fielder's choice, and then a P3 really did the job. Good chance to knock some in. That's straight up. Give straight back over. And well out of play. For strike 1. And the umpire's asking for some new softballs. He's run out. Gotta hear me. You gotta love high school sports. It's the only sport where the umpires can run out of any type of ball very quickly, and you see everyone running around. We need more. We need more. Send the freshman on it. Or if you're at Mountain View High School, James White, get on it right now. We love you, James. Sorry, having fun at your expense. 0-1 pitch to Cho. Lazy fly into right, easily taken. And that's the end of the first, but not before Los Altos does strike on a double by Shelby White. At the end of 1, it is 1-0 Los Altos. Top of the second inning, Los Altos is up 1-0 on a single by Tessa May and a walk to Francesca Baker, and then a big double by Shelby White. But unfortunately, that was all they could do. 4-3, a strikeout and an F9. Erased any permanent threat. So Liberty Walker managed to work around this. And speaking of Walker, her battery mate will be leading off the inning, Serena Hutt. Hutt, another one of the seniors. 6 seniors, a very small roster for either side. 13 for the Trojans, actually. It's very small. Even baseball has more. Running around, 18. Do a little less. Grandmother short. And a nice play there.
Great job, Jocelyn. Great throw.
By Francesca Baker to keep the foot on the bag, so the 6-3. Lita Baker for the first out of the inning. Now Samantha Rodriguez. Now she waited on that perfectly. Joe decided to go change up early. And Rodriguez was looking for it, punched that right into center field. For a single. Snowy Gianna Nash. Bunch of sister and brother pairs I'm starting to notice in schools. First pitch is outside from Cho. I'm assuming that her sister is Ashley Nash, who led off the game with a 1-3. But I can't confirm that, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Second pitch down low from Cho. So now we're starting to see some danger, and this is basically what happened in the Mountain View game last time that we filmed this. Fall behind early. That pitch fouled straight off to the right. It was about that Cho got behind early and then had to work back, and Mountain View could afford to be patient. And then they just started hitting, and it never really ended. A big 3-run home run really capped off the first inning, and that was that. Second pitch fouled straight off to the right. So Cho's gotten back 2 strikes, both fouls. Joe's 1-2 pitch. Very high. Goes from 2-0 down to 3-2. Most likely Rodriguez will be running on delivery. And that's it, straight up. Easy play.
Good job, Lily.
So a P4 to Ahern. So now we'll be up to Lariah Helm. Try to get the offense started for the Trojans. First pitch, nice fastball, called strike. Definitely say this about the Trojans. They're definitely being aggressive at the plate, and anything close to the strike zone they're going to be taking some sort of a cut at. 0-1 pitch, that's going to be fouled. It just barely stays in the field of play right off the top of the chain link barrier. And Coach Deanna asking the dugout to try to get loud. Oh, 2, 2 outs. Joe fires. Fastball up top. That's actually a very good setup pitch. Go off speed low and away. You can go another fastball high. Spike one in the dirt. A lot of options with that. Joe's 1-2. Was low. Easy put out to first. And that'll end the inning. So top of the second, it is still 1-0 Eagles. We're back. 4 left Altos in the bottom of the second. Albrecht, Ahern, and Gnouch against Liberty Walker is still 1-0. If you're just joining us, you've missed the scoring, which is fine because it only happened about an inning ago. Single by Tessa Mayen, walk to Francesca Baker, and then a big double by Shelby White. Only run of the game so far. And the Eagles are up 1-0. I'm CJ Rouleau, and I'm taking you through this game. First pitch, and dead in perfectly. But Walker was all on that, so it's going to be the somewhat rare 1-4 put out. You don't see that often even in baseball. So Albrecht gone, and second baseman Liliana Ahern. First pitch. Cut on and fouled off. In the parking lot, and actually might have gotten one of the cars parked over there. Unfortunately, I can't tell with the angle I have. I'm about 70-ish degrees, so I'm not running perpendicular with it. I'm probably actually more like 30 and change, but I'm not going to judge. I'm just eyeballing it. Second pitch is low and in from Walker. One pitch to Ahern, and that's low in the dirt.
Nice and easy, babe. Nice and easy.
And Hud had to stick the glove out to keep that from going to the screen. It's been a very slow game so far. I mean, only one run. And only 5 base runners so far. 2-1 pitch. That's up and away. So Ahern making Walker throw a strike here at 3-1. Pitch. That's going to spin foul, possibly off of Ahern's foot. So from 2-0 to 3-2, a lot of deep counts so far. Payoff pitch is going to be just inside ball 4. So second walk of the day issued by Walker. And the 4th base runner for the Eagles. Snameline Gouch. Center fielder going to try to advance this along with 1 out. Called strike on the inside corner. And if you're watching and you're familiar with baseball, and everyone knows the slash or the butcher boy play, yeah, you see that all the time in softball. It's fun. Baseball should really try to do that more often. Second one's in, but right to short. 6-4. So fielder's choice, 6-4. So run on first now with 2 outs. So courtesy runner coming in. Will be Taylor Athens. And Tessa Mann will stand in. Hit a single last time. Oh, first pitch very high. Now that's what Walker's been getting into trouble early. It's going to be the fastball up and in. Missed up there several times. Here's on the first pitch. Second pitch, and that's through and off the glove of the third baseman, Hudson. So a double for Mann. Second and third for the Eagles with 2 outs. For Baker. And she drew walking right now, a walk and then another white double. And that's going to help really well because you'll have second and third with 2 outs again. Now it'll be 3-0. First pitch, a little low, but call a strike. It's actually a good framing job there by Hutt. Second pitch from Walker is change up top. And the separation between the pitches is pretty evident, at least in softball. In baseball, you can kind of tell a little bit from the movement. In softball, it looks like the changeup looks like it's basically just going to just drop. And unfortunately, this time it's going to be a 4-3 for Baker, so nothing really happening in that inning. A couple of base runners, but nothing doing. End of 2. It's still 1-0 Eagles. Angelina Morales leading off top of the third for Milpitas, who still trail 1-0. Morales, one of 6 juniors on this Trojan staff, from the first pitch, fastball low for ball 1. Now this is the perfect definition of a small strike zone. She's actually reminded me a lot of David Eckstein, the famous middle infielder for the Cardinals when they won the World Series ring in 2006. So Morales is going to fly out to center. Still got a good piece of titanium alloy. I can't say lumber because no one uses lumber anymore. And this back to the top of the order, and Ashley Nash grounded out 1-3 last time. Milpitas in the navy white sleeves, and gold numbers, and Milpitas M on the pants leg. As Nash takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Now the sun finally starting to make an appearance. It has been overcast most of the day. We started the game with a bunch of wind, and that's off the no, the bat. Only in softball do you see the run-up foul. Sometimes in baseball you can see the turning out of the way and hits the bat foul. In softball you have the run-up hits the no foul. It's actually kind of interesting. You don't see that a lot in baseball. I kind of like it when that happens too. Chozo 2. And in the dirt. Trojans trying to find any sort of offense. They have put some base runners on. A walk and a single, and that's been it. 1-2 pitch from Joe. Reach forward and slap foul. Nash trying to go with the outside pitch, and did, but just slightly wide of third. Infield creepy in except for the second baseman. 1-2 pitch. Crowed through. An excellent play.
Let's go, honey. 2 out rally right here, babe. Come on, start us off.
It came off of Lowe's glove, but Ahern made an excellent play for the 4-3. Now Tahani Lopo. She walked last time for the first base run of the game. First pitch to Cho, and that's fouled back. Just short of going over the fence. That's behind us. And again, almost the exact same spot. This time does go over the fence.
Get in there, Cass.
And now Coach Herrera is going to want to go talk to his pitcher. And I don't know why. She's been doing excellent so far. I mean, 2 base runners. 2 base runners and trying to work on a perfect inning. Maybe he sees that Cho is rushing it a bit and leaving stuff up. Doing an excellent job so far. Especially with 2 strikes. I don't know why you'd go talk to someone unless they got a really lucky gift strike, like a foul or something, and they completely missed target.
Let's go, honey, let's go. You got it.
Opa digs back in. 0-2 pitch. Now that misses up top. As soon as I was talking about missing up top, that happens. Should probably stop predicting stuff. Unfortunately, I've seen this happen before, so don't worry. Joe kicks, heels in the dirt. Straight off the backstep. So from 0-2 to 2-2, Lopa going to try to coax another walkout and get another base runner for the Trojans. Managed to put base runners on in the first 2 innings. And that lands right by our cameraman. Thank you, Tim. You almost could have saved the camera's life. Good job, Tim. So we'll reset and start from 2-2 again. Joe kicks, fires. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Easy throw to first. First strikeout of the day. And we're going to go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Los Altos. White, Bill Yu, and Low. The 3 due up for the Eagles, bottom of the third. White, of course, last time had the double that knocked in, 1 RBI. So far. And now the clouds are really starting to make an appearance. It had been sunny. And now the clouds are just pouring over the field. White would love another double here. First pitch is a changeup that's going to bounce in there. And I mean literally bounce that hit the plate. Stands in neutral stance. And the second pitch is on the outside. Hutt trying to bring that back, but was a little too much, had to reach across the body. So 2-0 pitch. White, and hit that right back. Easy 1-3. First out of the inning. And now Stefania Biliou. Biliou last time came up after the White double, scored the first and so far only run of the game. And got jammed as she swings and missed the first pitch. Ended up grounding out to second, a 4-3. So for 1 so far. Oh, 1 pitch, change up again, bouncing in. Walker's got to get that, as my pitching coach would say, she's got to extend through that a little more. And stop throwing at the gloves, throwing through the glove. 1-1 pitch, fastball poured in there. Excellent notation. One, two. Check swing. No appeal. So we will go to 2-2. The entire Los Altos dugout sounding like the group of seagulls from Finding Dory. After that, and pitch. And strikeout looking. Second strikeout of the day for Walker. And now up to Leia Lowe. Lowe was the first strikeout victim. The struck out swing. As that wind is really starting to pick up, we're having equipment fly around everywhere. It's going to look like a dust bowl. We love Oklahoma, though. As Lowe's late on that pitch and swung right on top, over the top of it. Strike one. Walker kick steals, and it's a foul. It's going to go right on top of the dugout and kick Ron back. So 2 strikes. You got to love it. It hit it literally right on top of the dugout and just kick straight back over. So low behind 0-2. Walker's got a lot of wiggle room. And the pitch. Reached for, grounded right back to the pitcher. Walker over onto first. 4 out, and the end of the inning. End of 3. Los Altos is still up 1-0. Walker, Hudson, and Hutt going to be the 3 due up. Los Altos still up 1-0. All that scoring occurred in the first. Single, walk, double, and that was your only run. So far, an excellent job being done by Cassie Cho. Only 1 hit. 1 hit and 1 walk allowed so far. And the pitcher, Liberty Walker, moving off Walker. Grounding out in a fielder's choice, 4-3. Her last time up. And no one's really hit the ball hard against Cho. I mean, the closest I could say to that would have been the Samantha Rodriguez Texas Luger into center. And that's about the closest I can say. First pitch to Walker is fastball poured in there, strike one. Joe's been doing a pretty good job so far of mixing it up. A lot of fastballs, but the fastballs have all been pretty low. As a changeup, and wow, that dropped in perfectly. That was perfect, straight up and straight back down for strike two. So Walker behind in the count 0-2. Joe 2, and taken away. It's an excellent setup pitch too. Outside, you got a lot of space. You can go up, you can go inside. Off speed low. We'll see what Joe does. 1-2, kicks, Fouled straight back. And with something a little slower, some sort of off speed. Match, sign, deals, ball in the dirt, excellent block. So 2-2. Two pitch incoming. Line through into left field. Single, only the second hit so far. Now Jada Hudson popped up to first last time. And courtesy runner for the pitcher. Danielle Rodriguez going in the run. Jada, the 4-hitter. Makes the first pitch in the dirt. You hear some of the noise of the cross game behind us. Fake bunt, bunts it, but bunts it foul. See a lot more small ball in softball than you do in baseball. A lot more bunting, a lot more hit and runs, slap hits. Than you do in your traditional American high school game. I can take it from good reference. One of my teammates came over from Japan last year. You see a lot more of that in Japan. Is that pitch checking for strike 2? And I guess it varies. There's a lot more power baseball played out in the South Bay than I've heard in the Valley. It's a lot more ticky-tacky over there. That pitch is launched foul. Well, way out of play. And the umpires run out of baseballs again. I'd love to see one game where you literally read game called on account of running out of softballs or baseballs. That would be excellent to read. Just one game. Game called, tie game, in conference. It'd be awesome. I'd love to see that just one time. It would definitely be interesting. It would be something new. You don't read about it super often, so when it does happen, it's definitely going to be news. Hudson behind. Count 1-2. Cho. That's either away or low. Anyway, call the ball, so 2-2. Hudson puts one in the outfield. She's going to definitely give some life to the struggling Trojans so far. That pitch is off-speed pitch up high. So 0-2 to 3-2, and Couch going out to talk to Cho. Hudson getting some words from Coach Deanna Karubin, who's the head coach, third base coach of this Trojans team. Joe winds, 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be fouled out of play. Right under an outie. Yeah, better than that. I mean, not just you got the housing apartments complexes right over the side. Right behind us, you've actually got another parking lot. So I'm literally sitting in between a housing complex and a couple of parking lots and a school. Full count pitch is flied out to right field. Easily taken by Albrecht. First out of the inning. And we're running around to the catcher, Serena Utt. Hook ground out to shortstop. 0 for 1. Front of the box. First pitch into there. An excellent pick by Gowns. Keep that from going to the backstop. 1-0 pitch. And that's hit a mile high up the elevator shaft and easily taken. P6. Second out of the inning. If that went any higher, I think the elevator would still be arriving on floor 14. Or if you're in the Haunted Mansion, floor 13. Can't tell yet.
Right here, babe. Let's bring her in.
Now Samantha Rodriguez, the first baseman, batting with 2 down. First pitch inside. And Gauss really wants to backdoor Danielle Rodriguez. Unfortunately, in softball, you can't take your lead until after the pitch has been delivered. Well, now we're going to definitely try it, and he'll easily back in. Bases are only 60 feet apart, and basically they're playing on a slightly enlarged Little League diamond. Pitch 2-0 is taken for a strike, so 2-1. Rodriguez last time punched a Texas League flare into center field. And this time going to ground out to second for a 4-3. So at the end of 3.5, it's still 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, Los Altos still up 1-0 and attempting to extend that lead. It's going to be Chow, the pitcher, Albrecht, and Ahern. The 6, 7, 8. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Chow flew out to right last time, ended the bottom of the first, which was a golden opportunity for the Eagles. Second and third with nobody out. Ground out to second, a strikeout and a fly out, and well, there goes the only legitimate offense we've seen so far in this game. Yeah, first pitch to Cho's up top. Liberty Walker still missing up top on almost every plate appearance so far. Second pitch, and Chow rips one into left field, clean single. So she's batting 1 for 2. So courtesy runner gonna go out. Alexis Music gonna go run for Cho. Albrecht's digging in. Albrecht last time in the somewhat unconventional 1-4, pitcher to second base. Ground out last time. I'll just say this much, with the exception of the third inning, there's been a base runner in every inning. A couple base runners in the first. Definitely a lot for Los Altos. Single, walk and a double. In the second, nothing really in the third. Single in the top of this inning, single to lead off this inning. And a mighty cut taken by Albrecht, swung right through that. 4 strike 1. Albrecht going into the fake bunt motion, and then actually does try to lay one down and bunts it foul. So 1-2 after the bunt foul. 1-2 pitch inbound. And going to be called strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Walker. 2 looking, 1 swinging. So now Liliana Ahern. She walked last time. That's fouled right into the glove of Hutt for strike one. Oh, one pitch coming in and swing through, stolen base. So Cho is caught stealing. Sorry, my mistake. Music caught stealing. My dad's a scorekeeper. He'd write down as about a half caught stealing for each. Like he counts it as a half run if I got on, got courtesy ran for, and then the person who ran for me scored. So I got a half run. I don't understand it. I love my father, though. He's great. Still one of the best scorekeepers I've seen. 0-2 pitch. Good pitch on the outside corner and not given by the home plate umpire, so 1-2. 1-2 to Ahern. Change up in the dirt. This runs the count to 2-2. It was so good, even the scoreboard operator thought it was strike three. That's pretty good. I like that. When even the scoreboard operator's like, nah, that's perfect. Now that's called strike three. Fourth strikeout of the day for Walker. Heading in top of fifth. If there's any offense, I will report it to you as soon as possible because it is still 1-0. Adriana Nash, Helm, and Morales going to be 3 due up in the top of the fifth. Still 1-0. We have had limited offense, I should say, since the first. In the bottom of the second, we had a couple base runners for Los Altos. Nothing came of that. Off of a 4-3. So still 1-0. And Adriana Nash to lead off. Popped up to the second baseman, her last time. Joe's first pitch is up and away, ball one. The Trojan bench is trying to get something going. Base runner in every inning but the third. The second pitch is taken low. And that was a very quick inning and overall an FA to 4-3 and a strikeout. And they have not had a runner past first base. Third pitch is up high. Nash going to try to work a walk. And any base runner is as good at this point, especially with a 1-0 game. A very, very pitcher duel. Even though the Eagles are on top. And the fourth pitch is in the dirt. So walk to Nash. I apologize for the wind. It is suddenly kicking up like no tomorrow. It means we're going to probably be rain within 24 hours. This is awful. It's like the conditions have not been the greatest. I'm wearing a long sleeve jacket and a polo shirt, and I'm still going to go, this is cold. And I don't complain often. So that's Lorena Helm, and she's going to foul that off behind. And I'm not kidding when I say I'm literally hearing the wind whipping through all the mics that we have positioned around here, which is about 3 of them. Mine and 2 ambient. This is great. So Lorena Helm, the right fielder. No one out, 1 strike. Trojans attempting to get someone to second base. Second one is going to be bunted foul. Lowe was charging in on that. So Helm has to work with 2 strikes. Jokes up slightly on the bat. Shows 0-2. And very late. Strike 3. That is Cho's second strikeout. They both have been swinging. It's now Angelina Morales. Corners in, middle back, standard double play depth. Morales, that's a perfect bunt. Only play will be to first. So the sacrifice 5-3 for Morales. Brunner at second. With 2 outs for Ashley Nash. Nash is 0 for 2 so far, grounding out to the pitcher and the second baseman. And she bats with 1 on and 2 down. And that bunt, that's actually a good bunt. And that's actually going to end up being a single. Joe was looking for someone to throw it to. Unknown was at first base. And that's Ayani Lopa. Lopa, the left fielder. Grounded out to the pitcher, her first time up. Walk before that, so 0 for 1 with a walk. Batting with 2 on and 2 out. And Cho in a little bit of... This is probably the most serious stretch she's had all day. And actually is the most serious stretch she's had all day. Probably since the Rodriguez single. Cho's 1-0 pitch is a called strike. Looks slightly low, but being an umpire myself, someone who did do it for about a year, I can tell you it's not as easy as it looks, believe me. Believe me, it's not that easy. 1-1 pitch. Lopa hit, line shot. Easy play, 4-3. And another threat extinguished. Going into the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0.
All right, Tim, go ahead and make
well, behind us you can see the Burlingame Panthers lacrosse team. They're playing Los Altos right now. Unfortunately, we have no idea what the score update is. They don't have a giant scoreboard. I kind of wish they did. It would be really nice. I can look over and go, I'll just give you a lacrosse score update right now. Unfortunately, we Americans do not take our field lacrosse, or box lacrosse for that matter, seriously as the Canadians. We love you, Canada. Well, Emmeline Gouch, the catcher, going to be leading this one off. This inning, fielder's choice her last time up. Actually, that is her only time up, so 0 for 1. First pitch, that's perfect. Fastball on the outside. And taken for strike 1. That right-handed batter's box is absolutely torn up. It's going to start looking like a pit soon. Ground, easy play to second for the 4-3. And now it's Tessa Mann. Mann singled to lead off the bottom of the 1st. And then doubled, so 2 for 2. And changeup is taken up top. Mann has not been easy to get out. So you know, single and double. Second pitch way outside. Ball 2. So Mann firmly in control of the count, 2-0. And she swung an outside fastball. That's an easy pop out. First time she's been retired today. And now we're going to turn it over to Francesca Baker. Baker walked in the 1st. And then grounded out to second the last time up. First pitch to her is in the dirt. Right at the feet, almost like a firecracker. Easily taken for ball 1. Second pitch. Attempted frame job by Serena Hutt, but umpire not falling for it. 2-0. Baker would love to get a hit 0 for 1. Deals. And that pitch is taken low and away. Well, the automatic take's definitely going to be on now. It's an unwritten rule in baseball and in softball. You get to 3-0, you're not, you're taking that first pitch just to run the pitch kind of a little higher. That one's getting me over fastball. As I was saying, I'm taking first strike. 3-1 pitch incoming. Slow grounder. Fired on the force for the 4-3, and that's going to end that in the bottom of the 5th. End of 5 innings. Well, we're still at 1-0. Walker, Hudson, Hutt, 3 in the top of the 6th for the Milpitas Trojans is still 1-0. If you're joining us, number 1, you're extremely late. Number 2, all the scoring occurred in the first inning in this fashion. Tessa Mahan led off the inning with a single. Francesca Baker walked. And then Shelby White hit a bomb of a double for the only run in the game so far. And Los Altos has come close. They actually threatened. Bottom of the 2nd, Maine hit a double. And Aaron walked earlier, but up nothing. And the first serious threat to Cho was last inning by the Trojans. Will walk in a single. And Walker takes the first pitch. Adriana Nash walk, Helm strikeout, sacrifice, gets to second, single. Second pitch taken away, but then Lopa grounded out to end that threat. Walker is 1 for 2, singled her last time up. As 1-1 pitch is looped into right. And it's a little bit of do-si-doing, easily taken in by Albrecht for the first out. Now we turn on to Jada Hudson. Hudson, fly out in the first, fly out in the second. Oh, sorry, pop out in the first, fly out in the second. My mistake. First pitch is taken up and away for a ball. Wind's starting to pick up, clouds starting to roll in, somewhat threatening. The changeup is drops in at the top of the zone for a strike. Excellent pitch from Huston. 6th the bat out, rolls it to second. Underhanded feed for the second out of the inning. Number 2 outs, it will be Serena Hutt, the catcher. 6-3, first time up. And then popped out on a mile-high elevator shaft fly ball for second. Second pitch, sorry, first pitch, my bad. It's taken up and away. Joe's only had one serious threat all day. As that fouls that straight back. And the Eagle defense easily took care of that. Well, ever since the second inning, Los Altos has had a little bit of trouble getting some offense going. Joe singled in the 4th as that's lined through. Easy single for Hutt. And the Trojans, they only got this inning and the top of the next inning to get any offense going, so they've got to try to strike now. As Samantha Rodriguez digs in. Rodriguez singled her first time up. Ground out to second. Her second time up, so 1 for 2. As she takes the first pitch low and away. And now you're going to go very conservative basis. Anyway, as I was saying about the bottom of the fourth, Joe was on first, tried stealing second. My mistake, music actually in that case. Courtesy runner rule, my bad. And he got thrown out. So we had to strike him out, throw him out. Or strike two, throw him out. My mistake. I already need a little play-by-play tracker, so, you know, just set up next to me so I can just punch everything in and it looks all nice. 1-1 pitch. Taken low. Not the first baseman for Los Altos. Just down. So Rodriguez ahead 2-1. Looking for her second hit. Pitch is up top. So 3-1 and Joe has to come in. A walk would mean some excellent life for the Trojans. And as soon as I'm talking about that, it's ball 4. So now it's Adriana Nash. Pop up to second in the first inning. And a walker second time up. So Herrera goes out. Try to talk to his pitcher. Wind is definitely starting to pick up, so now, and it's blowing out to right. If you had any left-handed hitters, this would almost be the perfect time to put them in. Because any fly balls hit to left are gonna get hammered. Oppo approach is almost mandatory. So Adriana Nash, first pitch, is fouled. Straight back over everything. For strike 1. Nash 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch in the dirt, nice pick by Gauntz. You see a lot more of that in softball, the ball being bigger. It's a little harder to block and throw out. So they teach the picking a lot earlier. Pitch. And strike called. Fastball over the outside. Adriana Nash, 1-2 count. Joe trying to get out of this. Will be huge. And she will get out of that damage with a 1-3. Little heading to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Los Altos. White, Bill U low. The 3 due up for the equals. Bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0. Zone plate umpire has to clean off home plate. To quote from The Incredibles at this moment, I just feel like Mr. Incredible. Sometimes, and yes, umpires do feel like this. I think the quote is the equivalent of, I feel like they made it just cleaned up in here. Can we keep it clean for like 10 minutes? And yes, home plate is a pain. It's like, no matter how much work you put on it, how much paint you spray on it, no matter how much you dust it off, it always looks messy at the end of the game. So White hit the big double in the RBI. She takes the first pitch over the outside corner for the only run of the game so far. And then grounded out. 1-3 her last time up. That pitch is just off the outside. And third pitch is in the dirt. So White ahead 2-1. Definitely dangerous. The salary from the double pitch. White dumps that into right field, tracked down for the out. And I believe we are going to have a pinch hitter. Bailey McDermott going to be coming in for Bellew. Most likely going to go out to play third base. So write that down. 13 for 15. She is right up at the front of the batter's box, right up on the white chalk. And pitch taken away, ball one. With the nice rainbow fade bat. You don't see that a lot in baseball, the cool rainbow fade back. Is the second pitch stamp type. You get a lot of, unicolor. I mean, occasionally you'll get something where it's like maybe dual color, but you never see like a rainbow fade or like super cool bat skin or something, even on the wood bats. I'd really like to see more of those. Take your kids from softball. The third pitch is going to be down in, so 2-1 count. To McDermott. And Walker going to have to attack now. That's fouled straight back. So 2-2. And changeup going to bounce in. Literally bounce in. So full count. Walker. And going to take that up top and in, ball 4. So now lay low. Low. Struck out in the first. And grounded out to the pitcher. 0 for 2 on the day. Small break in the action while Huck goes out and talks to Walker. Except basically for 3 innings for the base runners, Walker has been very efficient. First inning, the only run. Second inning, 2 on, snuffed that out. And then the 5th inning, two on, and those stuff snuffed out. So low batting, 1 out. First pitch, fouled off of a redwood tree. It's actually reminded from the backdrop of the field, not the backdrop towards the center field, the backdrop behind us. There's a small Little League field on the way to the Watsonville area. You've got a road right behind it, and you got a lot of redwood trees surrounding it. So every time you hit a home run, you're gonna plunk a redwood tree. That's punched into center field, and that's end up dropping. So McDermott into second. Low punches a single. And now up to Cassie Cho. An insurance run here. Should be doable. There's only 1 out. Keyword is should. Milpitas going to bring in the corners. Or maybe Deanna Corbin's going to go out and possibly pull the pitcher. I'm not certain at this point. As someone who was an assistant coach, I can't tell you what goes through the minds of the managers. It's rough. I think most likely Ruben's going out there to try to just explain the situation. You have to get the lead out if you can on any ground balls. Definitely to the left side of the infield. Right side just going to go try to get the runner at second. So Cho batting with 2 on, 1 out. Cho has flied out to right, singled, courtesy runner, and then got caught stealing. So I'm going to give her a half caught stealing, essentially. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Dad. Love that thing you did. 1-0 pitch. That's punched into right field. McDermott. We're going to be tagging up, but the ball ends up landing foul. And Cho has a wry smile as she looks out at Coach Herrera. Like, yeah, I lucked into that. Honestly, a sac fly would really work. Just trying to get anything going. Strike 2, fastball burned in low and away. Yep. Wind still blowing out. Skies are getting darker and in a hurry. This fourth pitch is going to be taken up and away. So 2-2 count. And Cho trying to give an extension to the lead. And she rips that foul off towards the Eagles' dugout on the third base side.
Way to work, Cassie. Keep on working. Work hard. Good job.
So we're resetting. Walker's 2-2. And fouled off again. Joe's going to make Liberty Walker earn this out.
Way to work. Way to stay relaxed. Good job. Way to work. Keep on working hard.
Walker with 4 Ks. Really having to work possibly for this one. Grounded over and I think they're going to call interference on low. All right, so I think this is what's going to happen. Lowe's going to be out at second. Cho is definitely on first. McDermott's on third. Yeah, so they're just going to call the runner at second out for interference.
Go, Caleb. First ball, work hard.
I'm going to give Cho a single. I'm not 100% certain about that, but yeah, I really don't know scoring.
Good job.
Taken up and away. So Cho's going to do the delay half steal and end up getting into second.
Work that ball.
Emmeline Gouch up. Gouch ground out to second her last time up.
Nice strike, Caitlin.
Throws
Nice
that
strike.
foul.
Keep on working.
0 for 2 on the day so far.
Way to turn those hips. Go, Caitlin. Keep on working.
So 1 count to Gouch. Corner's creeping. Pitch. And rip straight back and foul. So Walker up 1-2.
Way to work, Caitlin. Way to work. Keep on working.
A lot of wiggle room there for Walker. 2 strikes.
Nothing past.
Pitch.
Nice work.
And I think there was some sort of a mix-up on the bases. Chow took off for third, ended up getting back into second safely, but that was almost a disaster. So Gouch fighting with a 2-2 count. Walker's pitch. And that's going to be punched foul to the right side. So we'll reset and start with a 2-2 pitch again.
Keep on challenging, Caitlin. Keep on challenging. Good job. Keep on challenging.
Again, Walker's 2-2 pitch. Change up, reach for, and fouled over everything. And I believe it is starting to drizzle. And the umpires again out of softballs. Now that's a nice toss. Yeah, I'm liking this. We're starting to get rain. Just a little bit, so it's probably going to end. I'm predicting right now we're going to end it and it's going to start raining. So if you're at home, you can't feel the rain. If you're out here, you're definitely going. It's going to start very soon. 2-2 pitch. That's taken Lone away. Wow, Cho really trying to get the entire attention of Milpitas. And they're really trying to get the insurance running. Because all Milpitas needs to do is pull one up and they're going bottom of the 7th. Full count. And that's going to be foul.
Way to work, Caitlin. Way to work. Nice job.
So Gouch, yeah, Walker's really having to work for this out. This is just excellent plate discipline, fighting everything off. Full count. And just slightly up. So Gouch works the walk. Fourth of the day issued. Now Ahern. She swings through that one. My mistake, Albert broke the walk.
Keep on challenging. You're doing great. Keep on challenging.
One pitch. Well, that ends that threat. McDermott backdoored. Third ends any shot of trying to get some extra insurance going into the top of the 7th. Los Altos is still up 1-0. Helm Morales Nash, the 3-2 up. Last chance for the Trojans. Top of the 7th. Cassie Cho has done an excellent job. The field behind her. Only one runner has gotten to second base this entire game for the Trojans. And we're going to be hit with some rain right about now. As the wind's, the wind is getting just shy of ridiculous. It's kicking up. I'm going to be honest. I've been to games at China Basin in San Francisco. Everyone knows what that is. If not, I'm disappointed. That's what we now call. That's what the artist formerly called AT&T Park was. Fortunately, the naming rights got sold again, so we had to change it. That's the fourth name change they've had since the park was opened. Originally, it was SBC. Then we had Pac Bell. Then we had AT&T, and we're now up to that. Is Danielle Rodriguez. Yeah, Danielle Rodriguez is going to be batting. All right, cool. So pinch hitter. Pinch hitter.
Statistician, Oracle Center.
First pitch, fouled off to the right. And we're out of softballs again. I'm loving this. We're down to our last one. I'm loving this. We're down to our last softball. I'm not even bothering to score at this point, though the wind is just taking everything I have and just throwing it around like I'm in a wind tunnel at the Tech Museum, possibly. I don't get it. And now the rain's hitting. Ah, yeah, we're going to end, it's going to start raining. My mistake. We're going to be finishing the game, and it is going to be raining. I'm loving this, the rate we're going. Well, enough of me griping about the weather conditions, because this field is going to be probably soaked in, well, the size of that cloud, probably a couple hours. So Cho's 0-1 pitch, and Rodriguez is in the dirt. And Cho is really slowing the game down at this point. But given the fact that the Trojans know they only have 3 outs to work with, she can afford to let them think a little more about that. Rodriguez is going to tap that one foul. And is now behind in the count 1-2. Joe gets the sign. 1-2 pitch. If you hit straight at the shortstop. Easy on throw to first. First out of the 7th. So now Angelina Morales. Vlate center her first time, and then sacrifice 5-3, run over to second last time. And second pitch is up high. So 1-1 count. Joe winds, fires. Very up high up the elevator shaft, easily taken. P6. Trojans down to their last out. And it's going to be Ashley Nash. Leadoff hitter. Joe taking a long look in, finally gets the sign, kicks, and first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Milpitas just trying to extend any way they can this game. The wind now really starting to kick up. Second pitch is going to be a called strike. Now Milpitas is down to their last strike. Or maybe not, I'm not certain anymore. Scoreboard's a little funky. They know they've got 2 outs. We know that for certain. Guess it was only the first strike, so a 1-1 pitch. That's going to be bunted to straight back and foul. So now we know they're down to their last strike. Cassie Cho working very impressive bounce back game after the loss to Mountain View. And she's going to get the shutout. Or not yet, at least. That's an E4. I apologize for jinxing that. So Lopa batting with 1 on and 2 down. Lopa. Button run. Well, she easily stole second.
Nice try back there.
But they're going to say she left early, and well, I guess that's how the game's going to end. Wow. So Quervin is irate. She's asking for an explanation. Well, that's the game. Well, I guess we end on a pretty interesting note. As we're going to throw the credits up, this show was directed and produced by Tyler Wiest. Cameraman, I guess we're done with that. It's like production engineer and cameraman Merkskin, Alexandra Boma's camera. Special thanks, Los Altos High School. I'm CJ Rulo. I'm going to get undercover and get to drier ground because it's starting to flood now. See y'all.